Welcome back to Pony Wars. The $15,000 in modifications are finished on our Mustang and our Camaro. On the chassis dyno, the Mustang put down a stout number, 809 horsepower to the rear tires, but the Camaro wasn't having any of that. It put down a bigger number and came out on top, 829 horsepower to its rear tires. That means it's at 7 points and the Mustang is still back at 4. Now it's time to head to the drag strip. But what's crucial to remember is the Mustang has to win at the drag strip, otherwise it's out of the competition. With the $15,000 build and budget, it's obvious these cars are making a lot more power, and the factory 20-inch wheels with an upgraded drag radial just weren't gonna cut it. So Weld and Mickey Thompson got together and hooked us up. Both cars are getting a set of Weld 17x10 rear wheels with a single beadlock on the front. The models are a little different, but they're both the same width and the same diameter. And Mickey Thompson is also helping us out with a set of their ET Street R tires, so there's no advantage given to either car. This entire combination makes sure to clear the rear brake calipers, and it's gonna help us go down the drag strip as fast as possible. But for now, I'm gonna take this and get it on the Camaro, because we gotta get to the drag strip. We're here at the racetrack in Fontana, California, and guess what? ProChargers on both cars making a bunch of power. It's gonna be a close race. Who knows who'll win? Let's find out and get racing. Our plan is to dial in the cars with shakedown passes on the 8th mile, then let them run out the back at the end of the day to get quarter-mile times. So we just got done with the first pass in the Camaro. It spun at the hit. It's got a lot of torque. We got to manage it. Got to change tire pressure, mess with the tune a little bit. It'll go faster. I think it was a good solid run. 160s and 60s, so it's already ahead of where it was with 5K, but it's making a lot of power. We started off with pretty high tire pressure. The Mickey Thompsons are great tires, but we started at the very tippy top of that range at 18. They said run them between 14 and 18 and change and lower, raise until it finds a happy spot. We'll find the happy spot. 18 is definitely not the happy spot. To make the most power possible, both cars are still running VP Racing MS100. To make sure these cars spend more time on the track, we've enlisted the help of our CEO and NMCA championship winning driver, James Lawrence, to run the Mustang. Right off the trailer, our Mustang went pretty damn fast. It went 159 and 60, which is a huge improvement from the $5,000 budget. It went 6.68 seconds in the 8th mile and 109 mile/hour trap speed through the 8th, and that's fast. That's definitely enough power to make it go 9s out the back. We'll have to see if we can hook it up better and make it as fast as possible. With a quick change in tire pressure, let's see if the Camaro can catch up to the Mustang's early lead. Still shaking the tire. Not a big improvement from the Camaro. The Mustang may be widening its lead. Nope. The Mustang completely spun its tires on launch. Looks like we've got a few more changes to make. So we just got done running our Mustang and our Camaro for the second time. The Mustang spun at the hit, so we're loosening up the suspension all the way around. All the shocks are all the way loose, so it transfers all that weight to that back tire, maybe even pop a little wheelie. But the Camaro was a little down on power at the hit. We're gonna put some more power in it in 60 feet and see if we can get it to launch a little bit better. Right now I am loosening the rear shocks, and that's going to allow weight to transfer a little bit. It's nice and squishy. All the weight from the front is going to be put on this back tire, and it's going to go faster because it's a Mickey Thompson ET Street R. It's a good tire. It's going to launch and be solid. With a loosened suspension, the Mustang should be able to get back to gripping the track and laying down times. This is the best run of the day so far, but we've hit noon and the track is starting to get greasy from the heat. For the Camaro's third run, we made a few tuning changes. Camaro Terrible timing, go slow. So the Mustang is still doing well, but the Camaro's torque is a problem. All the Mustang has to do is refine that 60 foot just a little bit more, go from a 159 to a 150 flat. It's got it in the bag. This car is struggling. I have to cut 2/10 to catch up with that car and beat it, I think.
This thing is very sensitive to heat. The Mustang doesn't seem to care.
It probably started heating up in the 8th, and that was where it started pulling. And then, like at 1,000 foot or 900 feet, it just said, "Nope, I'm done."
How the Mustang's doing so much better is because the Camaro has a larger engine. It's got a camshaft. It's got heads. We're spinning that blower faster to make the same boost.
The blower's going fast.
Yeah, so we are spinning that blower harder than we are on the Mustang to make the same boost.
But we got to keep tuning. We've got to keep adjusting.
So now I'm going to dig through CMR, fix that. We're going to load it into the i3, go flash a file in the car. We're going to try it again, see what we can do.
The Mustang has a new tune in it as well, and it's set to kill. This time we're running out the back door to the quarter mile. Final adjustments, the Mustang just ran its fastest elapsed time of 10.24 seconds at 135 miles per hour in the quarter mile, and 6.61 seconds at 111 miles per hour in the 8th, which is huge. Let's see if the Camaro can catch up.
10:24.
It looked solid, all the way through.
No, it was good. I got some bad news for you. My wristband's gone.
Oh shit.
No, they clipped my wristband, they said we're done. So you can run 8th mile for the rest of the day, and that's it.
I can't run quarter.
Nope.
We're not running quarter.
So what I'm suggesting, 61, 111, Mustang's done, I can't race anymore.
Okay, that's a solid number.
You got one shot. You got one shot to run faster.
Oh, we'll put it on kill.
Okay, so that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna suit up, get a new tune uploaded into the Camaro.
I got something for you though.
Oh, a binky?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna need this after the Mustang.
Oh gosh, shut it down. Are you kidding me? Oh, really? Really, James? Are you putting this in my mouth? Okay. We've made more tuning changes to get the Camaro off the line without spinning, then bringing the power in at the top. But with the Mustang done for the day, this is our last chance to beat its 8th mile time. The Camaro has one shot. It could lose it right here. The Mustang went 661 last run. Let's see how she does. Wow. Guess that's that. What an upset. The Mustang takes it by 0.02 of a second, a 661 8th mile to a 663. It looks like the Camaro literally couldn't take the heat. In 60 foot as well, the Mustang took it with a 157 compared to the Camaro's 159. The Mustang was also 2 miles per hour faster at the 8th mile. Compared to its 5K times, the Camaro made some significant gains, taking 0.16 seconds off its 60 foot, more than a second off its 8th mile, and adding 18 miles per hour to its speed at the 8th mile. The Mustang came from behind to take the lead on this one, so its gains were even better. 0.19 seconds shaved off 60 foot and 1.35 seconds off the 8th mile while picking up more than 24 miles per hour to its 8th mile top speed. The Camaro just went 663, 200 slower than the Mustang. I wanted it to go 660 so badly, but it didn't. 109 miles per hour in the Camaro, 111 miles per hour in the Mustang. If you guys think you can drive cars faster in these conditions at 4,000 feet of altitude, I dare you. Why don't you take your car to the track and show us some times? Comment below, because guess what? We have been fighting traction all day. It's hot, it's 90 degrees, and I am burning up. But for now, I need to head back to the shop, and we need to total up the points. You just saw it. The Mustang won at the drag strip, which means the score is tied at 7 points to 7 points. Chase's strategy of winning at the drag strip and on the chassis dyno is out the window, and it looks like Steve's strategy of a more well-rounded car might pay off. But for now, we need to get to the road course and see which one of these cars is going to win the competition overall. We are back here at Buttonwillow. I'm here with Chase Christensen and Rob Kreider, our driver. We have the modifications done on both cars, and this is their last chance to get points and take the competition. Chase, how do you feel?
Not great. Strategy's blown. I wanted to win the dyno and the drag strip. you let me down there. So I'm gonna depend on Rob today to really drive this car beyond all limits and get the win for me. Because if we take this, we take it all.
So Rob, what can we expect with both of these cars being supercharged and making literally double the power they were?
So double the power sounds absolutely insane to me because I've driven these cars twice now. They're fast already. So I'm pretty excited to just see just the insane grip and power that's just gonna rip these Toyotas right off the back of these cars. So I'm looking forward to it. So it'll be exciting. Let's just hold it together, and I'm looking for some boost.
Come on, baby, hold together.
Well, let's get him suited up. Let's get Rob suited up and on the track because it's getting really hot and we're gonna get our best laps early on. We use the RacePack Vantage CL1 to track our lap times. It's a GPS-based timing system that allows us to see data live back at HQ. We trashed our old set of R888Rs at the road course the last 2 times out, but Toyo sent us a brand new set for both cars. It's hot as blazes at the track today. The power we added into these cars was a huge asset at the drag strip. Let's see if that much power helps us or hurts us on the road course. The Mustang started off looking really good, but before the end of the very first lap, it was clear the car was overheating. It even went into limp mode, so Rob brought it back into the pits to let it cool off. Dude, what happened? You made it like a lap.
Yeah, so there's the gauge, right? And you have a variance of, you know, cold or hot. So the needle's over here. Ooh. Just buried in hot. So it gave me basically engine overheat, and then it went into limp mode and let me go about 5 miles around the track, which is really fun. Not trying to get run over.
Yeah.
But before it died, it was insanely difficult to drive. It was just like the boost would come on and you were just a passenger, man. I was doing the best I can to hold it on track. But once it was working, then it was just like super fun. And then it was super hot and over.
Maybe.
When it pegs like that,
It doesn't sound good running either.
it's never
right
a
now.
good sign. Well, time to hop in the Camaro.
Yeah. You want to pop the hood?
At the coolest part of the day, we weren't able to make a good solid lap.
My work is done here on the Mustang.
With the Mustang out of commission, it was the Camaro's turn to overheat. Midway through the first warm-up lap, the Camaro lost coolant and overheated. Once we got it back to the pits, we found there was a broken water pump. Both cars coming in early after only 1 lap is never a good way to start the day.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
I think we might have made a little too much horsepower for the road course.
It went to 260 degrees, and it would let me run like, you know, a lot more than the Ford would. Like I got to run like 3,000 RPMs. But then like halfway around the track, it like boom, went back down to 190 degrees.
Okay, let's pop the hood and see what she looks like.
Yeah, that's real low and cooling.
It is all the way tippy top before that pass. The cars are getting hot. We're struggling. They're making lots of power thanks to the ProChargers under the hood, but it's actually too much. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I hate to say it's too much power. You just never want to say that. But it was too much power for the tires, for the track, for the cooling system, and we just couldn't keep these things on the ground.
And it's also insanely hot outside, which is making the cars overheat.
This is hell. Cars are braking, overheating, and it's super hot. Never an ideal combination.
So both cars overheated almost instantly at the road course. Neither of them even made a solid single lap, so we're going to leave the scores tied 7 points to 7 points. The Camaro actually struggled quite a bit. The water pump ate itself, and we didn't know it until later. The high flow cats melted, shot through the exhaust, and plugged it up, and that's the reason it was running so poorly. Both cars are going to get upgraded cooling systems, aluminum radiators, and then we're headed back out to the road course. But it might be a while before you see us again because we gotta get the cars fixed. But you can bet next time you're gonna see which car wins Pony Wars overall.